Hey guys, what's up? It's been a while. It's Robbie. Got a bunch of stuff done to the Speed outside cat, and plan on a bunch of more mods in the future. So I just figured I'd go through front to back, tell y'all what's new, and you know what needs to be replaced and fixed, yada yada yada. And I guess the backstory is it's 120,000 miles. I've had this Speed3 for like 10 years. So, you know, now that it's up there in age and used cars are getting more expensive, I just kind of figured I'd give her a whole refresh and, you know, enjoy her even more. But okay, we can start at the back. First things first, suspension. Just got some B16s, and they ride awesome. I need to get the comfort settings dialed in, but they're as low as they can go right now, and I don't scrape or rub on any of these booty ass Louisiana streets, so well worth the investment. Rides like a brand new car. Handles better than it ever has, but you know, with the suspension and the federal RSRs, this thing's pretty planted. I absolutely love it. I wish I had done this a while ago, but I mean, it is pretty expensive, so obviously, you know, you can go with a cheaper set, but damn, do the coils and the tires especially make a huge difference. Going from some great stuff to some terrible stuff, the paint, as you can see here, like that just that kills me. But I tried to, you know, again, own the car for a long time, a lot of Louisiana summers, a lot of deep heat, and I was a broke college kid, so it didn't get detailed fucking every weekend like a lot of other people seem to do. So the paint is just fading, and it's a pretty common thing amongst other Speed3s, especially reds. You know, Mazda's paint quality wasn't the best back then, so probably going to get it repainted at some point versus just getting a wrap, because the paint will last much longer now that I can take care of it better. And it'll look better, you know, over time, because, you know, it's fresh paint and not a wrap. Yeah, the places that are the hardest affected are definitely like the rails right here and the wing and this little, like, I guess it's a piece of the body or secondary wing, or, you know, I'm not sure what you would call it, but those are definitely the worst affected areas. You know, if I had to give you a suggestion, just get the Corksport car cover. If your paint is fresh, don't even, or a garage, you know, in Louisiana, we don't have a lot of garages. It's mostly street parking, which is why it's on the street next to my house. But yeah, you know, it's one of those things. It's like, I'm trying to make the inside good before I finish the outside. So it'll just kind of look ratty for a bit. Moving from paint, go inside. First things first, Corksport steering wheel, 10 out of 10. Makes the 10 and 2 and the bottom grip, you know, whether you're turning, you drive really aggressive, absolutely fantastic. You just feel way more confident, you know, holding it where you need to, especially if you like one-hand drive or anything. It's great. I know it's expensive, but it's definitely worth the option, especially because the factory ones just peel to shit and you got black stuff all over your hands. Worth the replacement. Very easy to do, maybe like an hour max. Second, I just got this installed, the Corksport short shifter. I guess it's the whole replacement kit versus just the short shift plate. Didn't like the short shift plates because honestly it was kind of vague, especially when you were driving fast, like you couldn't really feel the gate. With this, like, boom, right into gear, boom. And you can adjust the height of it and the throw itself. So like, really recommend, especially with the bushings, feels absolutely fantastic. Again, a 10 out of 10 mod from Corksport. It's a little expensive, so again, like, there's no harm, no foul. I honestly liked the factory throw and didn't really, you know, think it was too bad, especially having come from the short shift plate back to stock. You know, the factory unit isn't bad, but this is obviously very good. Makes it feel very notchy. You still have a little bit of wiggled side to side in the gear. But besides that, like, the throws are short. It feels super good, especially when driving aggressively, which is like the main thing. But yeah, recommend, you know, Corksport, great parts. Negative about the interior, this. So again, 120,000 miles. I'm not a big guy, but I do have some big relatives that have sat in the seats. The passenger is in way better condition. That's just the cord right there. But the driver is definitely going to need to be replaced at some point, which, you know, it is what it is. Might as well just make this thing track, which is the main focus. So I'll probably get 2 new front seats as well as a half cage in the next, you know, couple months, and just really go balls to the wall with this thing. You know, as well as just some maintenance. You know, there's some rattles here and there, but besides that, like, for a car with a open cutout and beat suspension for the last 100,000 miles, this thing has honestly held up fairly well. Yeah, I'm honestly, you know, fairly surprised, especially with the abuse I've put this through. Obviously that rattles. Up at the front, there's a cat. It's where I get most of my power from. But anyway, up at the front, we can finish this off real quick. Most of the new things are ECU small battery box from, again, Corksport. Great addition, especially if you plan on going big turbo. As you can see, there's a bunch of room here for a larger intake, and just more room to work on it. Again, well worth it if you have the money, and it, you know, makes it look a little better, especially if you were missing the battery cover as I was. Other than that, the new thing is I got an oil catch can, stage 1 vented from Damond. I've just noticed a little E85 smell in my oil, which is because I run E85. So I was just looking for ways to mitigate. And that's my neighbor. So we'll cut this off here. Sorry for the cut, there was some noise. But the final couple things, headlights, they need to be replaced. One of the brackets on that side is a little broken. And otherwise they're literally yellow. Like they just look terrible. So I'm gonna try to find a factory replacement and then get these rebuilt, and maybe add LEDs or whatever the cool things are, and, you know, swap the pair in and out. And then I guess the final thing are these quick releases that I got, because the bumper gap was absolutely terrible, even after getting them replaced. And honestly, it looks way better than the factory. Look at that, so close. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much, you know, 120,000 miles. Got a bunch of stuff replaced. Still running the stock block factory turbo, just changing oil every 3,000 miles, keeping it fresh. But yeah, guys, appreciate your time. You know, sorry for all the feed flooding. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll definitely be posting some more pics, you know, whenever I get new mods. But yeah, guys, thanks. Bye.